Tanzania and Kenya are very ready. But Uganda, they have some concerns. And he said, in case Uganda is not ready by August 27th, they have approached 3 countries to replace Uganda. And this is in the general news, in the whole of Africa. They have already approached South Africa, Algeria, and Egypt to replace Uganda as a country, not as the East African bloc.
And I want to really reassure the country that the country will host AFCON 2027, come rain, come sunshine, because as government we have taken it as a priority project.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the Minister of Sports for that great enlightenment. Madam Speaker, through you, I would like to the Minister of Sports to clear the air about a question which was asked to the CAF President while in Senegal 1 week ago about the readiness of the East African countries to host the next Africa Cup of Nations. In his answer, he said Tanzania and Kenya are very ready. But Uganda, they have some concerns. And he said, in case Uganda is not ready by August 27th, they have approached 3 countries to replace Uganda. And this is in the general news, in the whole of Africa. They have already approached South Africa, Algeria, and Egypt to replace Uganda as a country, not as the East African bloc. So, through you, Madam Speaker, the Minister can clear the air because this came from the CAF President, Mr. Patrice Motsepe, while at a visit in Senegal. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, Ethel Lenlop.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my concern is about the involvement of the local governments where these events are going to be. A case in point, Namboli. Many times we are having national and international events, but you'll find Chira municipalities not in any way involved. And now the cleanliness of those entities, those cities, the municipalities, it's upon that local government. So even many other things. Let me also know now how the local governments, the local entities are involved in this matter. I thank you.
Thank you, Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable.
My
My concern, thank you, Honorable Minister. My concern is surrounding within Nambole Stadium. Because when you go to the eastern side of the stadium, there are so many people selling things there along the road. And also the land that was acquired when the people were evicted within the stadium, on the western side of the stadium, near the hotel. That land is too bushy. 2 years ago, we had met the Minister of Works, and they promised to level that land, because that could be even one of the places they would use it for training, because it's very large. It's a large place. But now if they would level that place, because it's too bushy within the stadium. I thank you, Right Honorable.
Thank you. I first expected you to thank Honorable Bua for forcefully having that land first, because that land was going. That was when he was still a Minister of Sports. And then Honorable Bua, we want to thank you for forcefully getting that land title. And now Honorable Gwang, we want the place clean. Now that we have given it to you, we first it for you, we want it clean. Yes, Lop.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, also allow me to thank the Minister. And you know, Peter Gwang, you are in a field, you are in an area where you are very competent. Actually, if you could take serious observation of the Speaker's communication, all the issues raised by CAF are within your statement, but you have not brought them out clearly. And it takes serious observance of what Honorable Alan Swanya has stated, because it's not an issue of an argument here. However, Madam Speaker, I would pray that if the Honourable Minister would come back, this statement was supposed to in relation to CAF, and kindly, Honourable Peter Ogwang, work with the FUFA. Work with the FUFA with everything you are doing. I don't know, in your statement, I'm not hearing anything about UBC. UBC is supposed to broadcast these games, and funding them is key. They need money, but you have not catered for it. Because, Madam Speaker, if you look at the money government is bringing out, it's a lot of money. But UBC is the officially mandated broadcasting house, I think, in Uganda, to give us this game. But you have not raised it anywhere. Then lastly, could you give us what is happening with the Nambole Hotel? Nambole has a stadium plus a hotel with even a swimming pool. But whatever is going on in Nambole, that hotel is left aside. Who took that hotel? Who is owning it? Is it still owned by government or somebody has stolen the hotel? So we know that that hotel is no longer part of Nambole. But otherwise, I want to thank you for your presentation, but kindly, and I'm beseeching government, we should not lose this chance. This is money. When you talk about CAF, AFCON coming here, it's about money. It's about enjoyment. That's why you and I hate each other. You are Man U, I'm Arsenal. They beat you, they beat us last week, but we shall be the winners of Premier League. But Uganda as well has that kind of interest in being present in that game. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Honorable members together towards hosting AFCON. And it will be very bad if AFCON is removed, yet we have spent a lot of money. So it is good for us to, Honorable Ogwang, my brother, where you feel you need support from somebody more technical, please. That does not show a weakness. It doesn't show a weakness. It only helps the country, because all of us are working for the country. I have my reports ready now, so you can summarize. I was only helping you.
I thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I want first to go on record and answer the following. Number one, the question of working together with the Federation. 150% we are one. CAF guided when we are constituting the local organizing committee. Where government chairs, Federation must be the vice chair. And for this matter, there are 13 committees according to CAF guidance. Of the 13 committees, government is chairing 6, the Federation is chairing what? 7. Of those committees, the constitution to those committees was both a nomination of the Federation and a nomination from government. For the local organizing committee, I want to confirm, I am not the chair. The chair is the minister, I'm the co-chair. The vice chair of the LOC is the president of the Federation of Uganda Football Association. So first, for the record, we are working together. That one I want to go on record and in answered here. Number 2, the question of the Hoima City Stadium. I also want again to put it on record. It is us who invited CAF to come and carry out inspection of our readiness as a country. And they came, they inspected all the 3 partner states. The report, which I have a copy, after I invited them, they gave me the report. The findings you're all talking about, which I've submitted here, are addressing the issues which are in the CAF report. For instance, if I'm to be specific with the Hoima City Stadium, CAF identified 8 observations. I cannot list all the 8 observations here. That's what I've told you. According to the contract I signed with the contractor, in line with the CAF report, has agreed to work on all the 8 observations. That is for the record, for us to be clear, without government of Uganda spending $1.
Honorable Peter.
I want to put that on record, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, just give me to complete this.
Honorable Peter, just calm down. Calm down.
Number 2, Madam Speaker.
Calm down. You're doing a very good job. We do appreciate. You're doing a very good job. No, not just presenting. They are doing a very good job on ground. But what we are saying, if they are saying dressing rooms, come back to us and tell us. It doesn't, even if it is not today, come back and tell us we are 80% complete on dressing rooms. And that's why I'm saying, invite these members and go with them. Invite these members and go with them.
With your permission, I'm ready to take Committee of Education and Sports and some of the members under the nominees of the Leader of Opposition to visit the facility, because the facility is ready, and all those who are ready, I can be able to lead you to the Hoima City Stadium, which I want complete, to confirm is complete. What we are only waiting now is for the same few specific areas which the CAF identified in our report, which the contractor is beginning to work on in line with the CAF report.
Just tell us when you're ready for the members.
Madam Speaker, for me, that's my work as government. If you tell me tomorrow, with your permission, and if they are ready, government cannot fail to facilitate me, but the parliament can facilitate the members of parliament to travel to Hoima. Because
now
as
what we
far
are
as
saying,
yes,
we don't want to disorganize the contractor.
yes.
We want the contractor to work, and then when it's ready, we visit before the next visit of CAF.
Okay, Madam Speaker, I want to confirm we can do that next week. There was a second question which was raised. This contractor, Madam Speaker, MS Suma has built stadiums in Senegal. MS Suma has built stadium, he renovated Amahoro Stadium in Rwanda. MS Suma built a Chigala Arena. MS Suma, as you speak now, is going to build the National Stadium of the Democratic Republic of Congo. MS Suma has expertise of almost about 30 years in stadium construction. So it's not that they don't have the capacity and expertise. The other one is, for the record, according to the information I have from the contractor, they built this stadium in line with the CAF regulations 2022. I want that to go on record. The other issues which have been raised is the train to Nambole. It is true, we as the Ministry of Education and Sports worked with the Ministry's department and agencies and asked them for the priorities for purpose of congesting traffic. Because you all know, honorable members, every time we have a game in Nambole, a lot of traffic pours in there. So to congest traffic, we agreed that let's work on a railway line. The Minister of Works gave us the bill. We consolidated after having consultation meetings with them, and they were able to agree that the amount of money they needed for purposes of that line was the one I have read before you. The other one is the readiness of the East African countries. Colleagues, and this goes to Honorable Sewanyana. I don't want to be quoted and to be misquoted. When the president of the Confederation of African Football, who is a very good friend, and I entirely, well, we want to thank him, Madam Speaker, for the time the president, Dr. Musepe, has taken to support Pamoja. He was in Tanzania. He did say, EAC, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania will host AFCON 2027. The three heads of states have committed. No one as a country, Uganda, I have just told you, our commitment is to ensure that whatever observations are there, we will be able to host AFCON 2027. I do not agree because I've not had the statement said in Senegal, and I want that to be on record. What I can confirm, we will have AFCON in EAC in 2027. The other one is the involvement of the local governments.
We'll actually presume that is a hearsay.
That's very true.
Because a person of that caliber of Dr. Musepe, even if he was not going to give Uganda, he cannot make a public statement on that. The person I know, Dr. Musepe, cannot.
Madam Speaker, the involvement of the local governments, I want to confirm this, Honorable Shadow Minister of Local Governments. We are working closely with the technical people of this local government.
Honorable Minister, the Member of Parliament of Wakiso, please work with her.
Okay.
Work with her.
Madam Speaker,
Work with the members of Parliament of Hoima. Please.
Most
They
obliged.
they need to work with their people. They need to be seen.
Most obliged, right honourable Speaker.
Even if I was the one.
But I want to say this, that we did ask Kira municipality to submit areas of need. No wonder you must have seen what I read, that the specific monies which are going to go to these specific municipalities and city to support our preparedness as local organizing committee and AFCON. The issue of
The swampy land.
the swampy land, I want to say this, if it is land fenced within the stadium, I am responsible for it. Because, Madam Speaker, like you truly did, and my colleague, my predecessor, Honorable Robinson, was to secure the land for the stadium. Fortunately, you helped us, you evicted the encroacher who had entered the stadium. We really want to commend you and the leadership of Parliament for that matter. If it is land outside the stadium, this is Kira municipality. So we'll still work with the Kira municipality to ensure that that land or that swampy area will be cleared and look good. Because truly speaking, but I also want to urge the public, particularly in those areas, that we have a responsibility to ensure that we do well. The question of UBC, friends, the rights to broadcast this competition vest with CAF. It is important as us that the reason why you see the Committee of Legal and Brand Protection is there is to ensure at all costs the broadcasting rights or the rights of the owner of the competition are protected. No wonder if you've seen, even to market Uganda, brand Uganda, as government who have had to put in money to a tune of 37 billion. Why? We have to go and pay CAF, who is the owner of the competition. So even now broadcasting this event, I want to confirm, the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, under the means of ICT, will have to work with CAF to ensure they get the broadcasting rights. Without that, Madam Speaker, I want to say respectfully that it might not be possible. Because it's not our competition, they are the owners of the competition. The last one is on the issue of Nambole Hotel. The truth be told, under phase 1, the work was undertaken in that hotel. The truth be told, under phase 2, the hotel will be completed. There is nobody who has taken over that hotel. That hotel is still, and I'm the one speaking as the Minister of Sports. And the facility is mine. So, Madam Speaker and honorable colleagues, I want to thank you so much, colleagues, for the information you've said, you've given me. And I want to really reassure the country that the country will host AFCON 2027, come rain, come sunshine, because as government, we have taken it as a priority project. I thank you, and I invite colleagues to join me next week to visit the stadium in Hoima. For the issues identified, we will be able to look at the CAF report vis-a-vis what works was done. I will also inform the contractor to be there. So I will want Madam Speaker, your office to coordinate this so that I go. Thank you so much.
Honorable Member, Honorable Minister, I want to thank you so much for the report. And as you've heard the concerns of members, we request that you involve all the stakeholders, including, I am one of the biggest stakeholders. You involve all the stakeholders in this project for the success of AFCON. And based on the personality of Dr. Musepe, the president of CAF, I know who he is. I want the statement that has been said by Honorable Alan Sewanyana expunged from the order, from the record, because that is not correct and cannot be correct. Expunge that report, that statement, and on a technical working of the stadium, we want to request that you work with the technical team of people of football And that is what somebody said. Work with the technical team. They may be in a lock, that is okay, but work with the technical team. But members, in a special way, we also want to thank you for supporting the minister on AFCON. The thing has come from very far, and I can assure you we are going to achieve. The highest the time that we have had the highest number of visitors in Uganda was during Chan, and that was Chan. What about AFCON now? We will have more and more people. We want to thank you. And I remember we are ready. The motion was already moved. We're now ready for the reports, and I want to still repeat this, that I want to urge committee members, committee chairs, not to overemphasize on unfunded priorities. Based on what was given to them, the budget call circular 1 was given to them, budget call circular 2 was given to them. That should be the guiding point for them to make their presentation. And I will give each committee 10 to 15 minutes. Yes.
The Sectoral Committee on Tourism, Trade and Industry.
And after the presentation of these reports, we will refer the chairpersons with their reports to the Committee of Budget for harmonization. So after you're done with this, tomorrow I expect you to be in the Budget Committee in the morning before the House. Yes. Committee of Trade, Honorable Okot